6 days a week, 12-hour shifts.
You can always do something right, even if it's going wrong.
Is this what you want to do, or is there something else you would like to do?
Get a mentor. We live a life of abundance.
Welcome to the show, Coffee with Kunal.
What a pleasure to be
Yes,
here.
we're very excited. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Today we have Angela and Chuck Fazio, power couple, legends, leaders in the real estate industry. They currently live in Arizona and they've influenced and helped not hundreds but thousands and thousands of families accomplish the goals in the real estate industry. What's key about them is Chuck is originally from New York. Then he moved to Arizona. That's where he met love of his life. And now they have 6 kids, 4 boys and 2 girls. Chuck and Angela, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's
Thank
what a
you so much.
pleasure.
Yeah. Walk us through your journey. I know real estate was not the first thing you guys did. You guys evolved with having different businesses, entrepreneurs, and then you got into real estate. Walk us through your journey.
Yeah, growing up in New York, I never even owned real estate. It was just so expensive to buy and with taxes. But ran clubs and just caught up with the wrong people for a while. And after I was just sick of that lifestyle, I moved out to Arizona. And I actually moved out to Arizona not even knowing what I was going to do for a living.
Wow.
And just basically said, what can I do to make a lot of money?
Why
Be my own
Arizona?
boss. Well, my brother had moved out, and then my parents were going to go, and I visited a few times. I never thought I'd ever leave New York, but
Thank God you did.
yeah, I had never met my love.
So moved from New York to Arizona in 1992?
98.
1998, okay.
Yes.
And how did you get in real estate? What was the story behind getting in the business?
Well, like I said, I didn't have a job, and I just said, you know what, where can I make a lot of money? And somebody said real estate, so went to go get my real estate license and had no idea what I was getting into. None. Yeah, it was crazy. So
So a lot of people get in the business, they think it's easy breezy, lemon squeezy, but it's not.
no,
right?
It's not.
You have to hustle every day. But you not only became a realtor, but you became a leader. You started your own brokerage and you had over 900 people. Walk us through the journey of becoming a broker and influencing people.
yeah, so we'll go through the process because it really is an interesting journey. I started out at Keller Williams, and the training, coaching, mentoring, and I don't blame Keller Williams. I wasn't doing what I needed to do, and I believe most people fail in real estate because they don't really realize what they're getting into.
Or what they have to do for success.
Yeah, they just think, oh, great, I could show homes and I'm good at that. But it's about marketing and prospecting and getting in front of people. So anyway, my first 2 years in the business, I was broke. So I took a part-time job, kind of gravitating back to my old nature. I was running security at a casino in Arizona, the graveyard shift. And met Angela one day. She just got into
My
real
first day
estate.
in real estate, actually.
Wow.
She joined the team I was on, and it was love at first sight for me, but not for her. Yes.
How many times did she say no before she said yes, Chuck?
Well, the first words out of her mouth to me was, "What are you, an asshole?" So, yeah.
It kind of was.
And I just knew how much I was endearing to her. So, but no, so she just got in the business. This is what, 2001?
2001. Mm-hmm.
And, I was trying to date her. I was going through tough times in my life. And we eventually wound up hooking up. And she had a better work ethic than I did. So I had to keep up to her standards working because I want to date the girl. I don't want to think I'm some schlep. And, but we were broke. We were making no money. And she had 1 kid, I had 2. And, you want to tell a little of that story about the broke part?
Yeah, we thought we were gaining momentum at the end of 2001. And this is the truth. We had 5 deals in escrow in December. And we're like, oh my gosh, we're finally going to turn the corner. And all 5 of them fell out.
Wow.
Yeah.
All of them. I thought I was going to have to move in with his parents. I'm like, well, they take David too. Like
Yeah.
it was so hard.
And if my parents, it was like that was an incentive to work. So we didn't have to move in with them.
Sure.
So yeah, we were broke. That was December of 2001.
Wow.
And we didn't know what we were going to do. We were in debt. We were broke, making no money. Real estate really wasn't working out for us. And
we prayed.
you know, we're
We were
spiritual
praying.
people. We prayed, and God sent some messages to leave Keller Williams and move. No, man, I like people to make sure
We're not blaming
we're not
Keller
putting
Williams.
Keller Williams down. It just wasn't the place for us. So we went to some big independent brokerage. It's in Arizona. They had about 3,000 agents. And when we were going there, they offered no training, no support.
No, hang your license.
And I'm like, God, I don't know why you have us going here, but you do. And two girls from the team that we were on said, hey, we want to be part of your team.
Like,
I'm like, team, I'm freaking broke, man. What are you? And they just said, we want to be around you.
Wow.
And you know, looking back, Kunal, that was one of the first things that started to hit me. Who you surround yourself with matters. You know, being around like-minded people, your type of people. So we went from being broke and ready to get out of the business, making this move, and I would say it's the grace of God.
Absolutely.
We went on to being one of the top agents in the country. So within 3 years, we were already doing about 40 million.
Yeah, like
In
that.
3 years.
No, in 2002, we closed 12 million, then 17.5 million, then 22 million, then 40 million. Just the two of us.
Wow.
And
That
our
wasn't counting our
team did 89 million. So if you put it in standards today of how teams run their numbers, so we ran a team of $130 million team back then.
Wow.
Way back in the early 2000s.
So what was the pivoting moment? You were agents, you'd been doing for a few years, then you came over, went to independent brokerage.
Right.
You were not your own broker as yet, and you had people calling you, messaging you, getting on to your team. But what was the shift that happened in your mindset that got you to that success?
Well, the shift I think that happened is we're builders and we're entrepreneurs, and we only know one speed, and that's forward. So we always look for what's next. Me and Angela always, but what's next? And so we're running a great team. We're making money.
Well, okay, I'm going to interrupt just really quick. At first, when it sounds so elementary now, but when we figured out that you have to do extreme prospecting, and when you're prospecting, you're not just looking for buyers and sellers, you're looking for people to put into your center of influence to keep in touch with. That light bulb changed everything. And we did open houses like 6 or 7 times.
Oh, you're talking about the business step? Yes.
Like we did extreme open houses 6 or 7 times a week.
Like all we did
Door
was
knocking,
work.
yes.
We worked, we like she said, from 8 in the morning till 8, 9 at night, 7 days a week for 3 years straight.
Yeah, and if anyone's wondering how we did it, we actually wrote a book.
Yeah,
That
called Mastering Your Real Estate Career.
That talks about the mindset.
Mastering your real estate.
Mastering your real estate career.
Yes. So we just share it. It's sheer work. Look, there's no magic pill out there. It's work. And you know, most of the agents we've talked to over the years, and we've coached and mentored thousands. Every agent, without fail, that would come into my office and say, Chuck, I'm struggling. How do I become successful? I would say to them all the time, do a time study for a week. Every hour, write down the past hour, what you did for the day. And then come back to me in a week and let's review it. Do you know how many people actually show up a week later?
Not after they look at their time.
They don't work. Most people don't work. Look, there's no magic answers. Work and you will see success. It's a process. This is not a goal. This is not, here's the finish line. It's a process. And we, especially in this country, which is kind of sad, we look for the quick results. And if we don't get them, we say that don't work.
And now they're going global. You want to be inspired by them? Hop onto their Zoom call, hop onto the podcast on a weekly basis, engage with them, learn from them. But main thing, have an open mind, guys, because there's an abundance of opportunities. The more open-minded you are, the more success we can all have. Cheers, guys.
Salute. Hey.
Yeah. 6 days a week, 12-hour shift.
You can always do something right, even if it's going wrong.
Is this what you want to do, or is there something else you would like to do?
Get a mentor. We live a life of abundance.